Alright, hello and welcome. I am Drusyc, and today, let's see, oh, that's the wrong scene, that's the right scene. Today, we are going to be mostly recovering, rebuilding, and whatnot. After what happened on Tuesday, I think. I don't know. Days are weird. Times are weird. Got some music going in the background from Pretzel. Personally, I always felt like those songs were always like they had too many of the same thing in there. Not enough variation. But I also don't like it when there's not good music playing. So, and I don't really feel like getting a copyright strike on YouTube, so might as well use some copyright-free music. But yes, hello and welcome. I hope everyone's having a great day today. Right now, I'm going to the iron base that we have set up to put down a hut, because I misjudged these. I thought these could only possibly get copper and salt, but I had recently learned that they can get whatever resources under the ground, right? And so I'm heading to the iron base in order to set this down. I should be meeting a guildmate of mine there shortly. Also, maintenance is coming up in about an hour, so at that point we'll go to intermission, which is what I usually like to do anyway. It gives me a nice chance to focus more on the people who are here and talk with them. But at that time, oh hey, well, R.I.P. But what was I saying before I got distracted? Oh yeah, I'll also be discussing where I want my guild to go, because there seems to have been a lot of miscommunication in the past couple weeks between me and them. So, go. Thank you. And so, I'll also be saying that I just realized I forgot to post this in another Discord, but you know what? It's fine. I'll do it next time. This is some good music. Usually whenever I play music on Pretzel, what ends up happening is that, like, it'll have the same freaking band play over and over again. And I like those bands, right? It's like, I think, Circle of Dust and Miracle of Sound, and I like both of those bands, but the issue is I don't like them enough to hear all of their songs on repeat for the next 2 hours. So hopefully it keeps up this variety it's got going on. You know, maybe I should have put a guild marker on the base. I think it's just down the road though. Oh, wait, nope, that's flame. Okay. Where is it then? Wait, what? Okay, yeah, down this part of the road. Okay. But yeah, today we'll be focusing more on getting resources, crafting more things, and really just leveling stats. Overall, I want this guild not to be overly competitive, right? Like, I don't want to hold all the counties or anything like that, but I would like to hold a county. I think this county that we're in right now sounds nice. What the hell is this? Yeah! What the fuck? Oh yes, thank you for this catnap that you have placed in the rock genre. How very kind of you. Skip. Alright, well. I guess that's supposed to be more of an epic sort of thing. We can do that. Just not whatever the hell that was. Alright. This song's a bit soft. The other one was loud. I don't want to have to keep going back and adjusting volume. There we go. But yes, how's everyone's day today? Mine... I mean, I just woke up a couple hours ago and I had food, so I can't complain too much. And I'm gonna be trying to start this, I don't want to say too anti-CSTG, but I mean, I do want to take this county. And so, I mean, kind of, it is what it is, right? I may or may not have been attempting and kind of failing to get my words in between the okay, where the fuck? Passed it up. I know where my things are, guys. Don't worry. Issue was I was following you. How dare you lead me down the wrong road? Alright, I think this would be it. Oh no, that is a bandit camp. That's no, I'm good. Thank you for the offer. And where the hell? Oh, God damn it! Get out of my way. Okay, I should be far enough away from them. Where am I going? Not the right way. This way. Okay, yeah, now I see it. Fushi did a good job on this space. Looks good. Alright, where are the mines that Fushi set? I should have brought my dowsing rod with me, because I know that Fushi set them near where it said it was a good spot. Damn. I wonder if he had any dowsing rods in the things. I think he logged off. I know it said that he went offline, but whenever people log on or offline, it just says offline. So we'll see. Yep, offline. Okay. Any spare dowsing rods? Where would the storage be here? The space is coming along really well. He's doing a really good job. I like it. I don't think I'll be getting anything from this floor. Alright, let me see the Discord. There's decent so there's that, and then while I'm here... No, that's fine. I can do that another time. Let's see. Bring this back up. There we go. Wait. I should probably also have... So let me... Damn it, Discord. You're doing me a heckin' concern here. There we go. Okay. About a half and half, although it won't let me see chat. That's disgusting. But I need to find out where these shafts are that Fushi put down. Alright. Okay, so I'll just look around in like a, I don't know, 20, 50, 500 meter radius and look for these shafts. I'm seeing a bit of iron around here that I can pick up. This field has a lot of iron, but if I can put a shaft down and encircle it, that would be even better. Yeah, sadly, you still have to wall off the shafts on PvE servers because they didn't bother to make it to where people couldn't steal from them. It's one of, not the only thing, but it's one of the only things that people can steal from on the PvE server, which doesn't, like, it almost has to be a bug, but they haven't fixed it, so it is what it is. Alright. Drusyc, you're doing me a heckin' concern here, bud. Okay, I'm gonna leave that where it is. Bring Streamlabs to full screen so I can see chat. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna go and get iron normally. The old-fashioned way. I'd still got plenty of hammers with me. But yeah, I'm kind of torn, honestly, between using this now and using this tomorrow, because tomorrow is double XP and everything. God damn it. Tomorrow is double XP, and so like steel gives a lot of experience, but if I can get a shaft set up today, then I could probably still make some things today and then go back and get a full like power hour tomorrow. Because on here you can go and get blessings from your guild marker, and you can actually double up on those blessings, and they give like little boosts and bonuses depending on like your guild skill. I think by default it's just like an extra 20%, but where I am, it's maximum guild skill there. So the first one I think is a plus 50. The second one is around a plus 80%, and they stack. I could have had the numbers wrong, but when they stack, for me at least, it gives me about 160% extra. So if I can get all of this steel, then tomorrow, or all this iron, then tomorrow just power hour the steel during that plus 160% experience on double experience. That would be good. It would be better if I had like a safe-ish PvP base to just sit there for an hour, because on PvP you get 1.5 times experience on that one. So you so if you have a PvP area, you could really start to boost yourself. You know, I say this. I checked my analytics, and it seems... Oh, god damn it. Okay. There we go. But I checked my analytics, and that siege stream did really good. 88% of it was For like 88% of the views were from YouTube search. You don't know what 70% of the views or 70% of the searches were? CSTG. So I feel like either a lot of people are trying to learn more about CSTG, or CSTG is scouting people or scouting out what people are doing, which is completely fine by me. Like, I'm sure they already had the plan of absolutely powering through stuff on the PvP server during the double experience. Oh, that was just an abrupt end. Okay. But yeah, oh, speaking of which, I was looking at my analytics, and YouTube is based. It tells me the top geographies, and the top geographies were United States, China, and then Hong Kong. YouTube is based. Based YouTube says free Hong Kong. Let's go. I support. Alright, speaking of, if I am gonna try and actively go against CSTG, and if I'm gonna, I don't know, appeal to a broader audience, I should really probably start learning more languages, especially Chinese, since this game is really big in China, and I've been playing a lot of this lately, and I think I will continue to play a lot of this. I do still want to do variety, but right now I really want to just play this as much as my body will physically let me. I'll go back to variety when I feel like going back to variety, but even when I do that, I'll be playing mostly this game. God damn it, stop getting stuck. But yeah, I know some Chinese phrases from here and from Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13. I don't know if to hold a conversation. Like, I know ni hao, I think it's goodbye and hello. And then, I always butcher this, but Tri Ji Xiao Shou Ba, according to Romance of the Three Kingdoms, is a loose translation of Leave It to Me. Now, another thing they said was ni hao ba, and I think that means hello to you and goodbye to you, if I had to guess, just based on context. And so 3Ji Xiao Zhou Ba, that would be the you, right? And hello to you, goodbye to you. So that's probably a really loose translation. It's probably saying, like, you don't have to worry, or, you know, let me do this for you. Something like that is my assumption, right? I obviously have no idea. And I could be way the hell off base, but we shall see. Alright. Starting from this part of the iron field is kind of unfortunate, because I didn't actually start from the actual entrance that I use. So I don't know where I am in relation to everything else. I haven't really been to this base that much. Fushi was the one that set it up. Let's see, so I see that the iron is about 300 meters that way, the start of the iron field. The iron field does go out for about a good 500 meters. I don't want to say a radius, it's more like a half radius, right? Okay. Well, not even that really, because when you come in, when you come in, you go this way and not this way. This way, not this way. I think my hand was too low when I did that. Yeah, so not even half radius, like a quarter radius, a quadrant. There you go. 500 meters. Well, no, it's not even a quadrant, because if you go past, yeah, so it is a half radius. What would that even be? A dikant? Because you have a quadrant. Is that a dikant? I don't think I've ever heard that saying. That saying sounds like it would be problematic. I don't want to say that again. Alright. Here's some more iron. I do want to do more than just collect iron this stream, but I do need a lot of iron for a lot of steel, so we'll see how it goes. Like I said earlier, I will also be at around an hour mark when the servers go down. I'll be discussing where I want my guild to go. I do also lead the Alliance, but the Jaded Peace Alliance. But like, I feel like that's more up for discussion than my guild. With my guild, I allow people to do like what they want because it's a fucking game, and it shouldn't be like, oh well, you have to work for that. Son of a bitch! Stop that. This is not. Listen. No. No one wants to sleep right now, Streamlabs, okay? This is not what we are here for. Go away. Grandfinite. What? Now it's just going in a circle. Actually, I think it is going in a circle. Hold on, is this a playlist of something? Upgrade to premium to add tracks to playlists. Okay, well, first off, I have access to Pretzel through Streamlabs because I already pay for Streamlabs. I don't want to pay for it again, but it's fine. Let's see. Oh yeah, I also do want to do some leveling, but I feel like that's something I should be doing off stream because my leveling will be a bunch of running back and forth while encumbered. I mean, people who play grinding games and watch grinding games do want to watch a grind, but I feel like, I don't know. I need to stop assuming like what people want to see and start like doing, okay, well, what do I like? What do I want to see? Oh, fuck. This is bad. This is that cursed piece of iron. Okay, so once I do this, I need to quickly go to the side, because otherwise I'm going to fall to my death. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. That is... You know what? No, it's not. Ah, damn it. Okay. F. I think there's a bed somewhere near here. Oh wait, yeah, because there's one up near the iron mine, yeah? Where our base is? Oh, there's one right there. That's probably better because I can go through here instead of around. Oh, this was... thank you, old iron balls. Your contribution is greatly appreciated. Where's my death marker? There it is. Alright. Yeah, as I was saying, before my untimely demise with the cursed iron vein, I should probably stop assuming what people want to see, but also, like, just keep it in mind what I think they want to see, right? Because, like, if I want to do something very specific, and if I'm gonna be like, alright, well, let's stream me grinding, then in the back of my mind I'm like, oh, you mean that repetitive shit? No one wants to see that. But then, like, people watch people play RuneScape. That is a very popular thing to stream. I've streamed RuneScape. What the fuck do you think you do in that game, bruh? So yeah, it makes sense, but at the same time, there are definitely games that have more gameplay involved with their grinding than others. So perhaps something like getting the copper from, raiding a copper mine, or mining, or something like that. Running back and forth. I don't know. Unless I put it on the system chat and you guys can see the numbers go up. That might be entertaining. Everyone likes watching numbers go up. That's why people play MMOs. Just for the highest numbers possible. It doesn't even matter what they're related to. The numbers just need to be fucking huge, okay? My skill in doing nothing. Oh my, Q's almost dead. Oh wait, no, the card's almost dead. Okay. God damn it. Well, it's a good thing that that's almost, because I don't have the ability to come and get everything that was in the cart right now. So I need to be very careful getting off of that. Oof. I need to fix that, though. That is a very cursed iron vein. Let's see. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, I want to push my luck. I'm gonna get off of this immediately. Oh, fuck. That was almost bad. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Now we're safe-ish. But I need to put the iron that I do have into here. Yeah, Soom switched bases, and he didn't have the stuff to carry everything. So he's like, hey, Soom RK, that is, he's an Alliance member. He was like, hey, do you just want a fuck ton of brimstone? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Currently, I don't have a wagon. I don't have the ice to go and get it. So, yes, please. He also gave me some cowling clay, which is something I have never had in my life. Hit the damn thing. Thank you. But yeah, Callan Clay is in the desert area, and I never had the wagon or the icebox put into the back of the wagon. Okay, are you even hitting? Yes, okay. It just looked like you were missing. That's just rude. Okay, I feel like sometimes he's hitting and then sometimes he's not. It's starting to really bother me. Alright. Let's not fall off of that thing again. The iron vein that spawns on there, that is a trap. It is cursed, and I am not touching it again. The wagon almost, or the cart almost got destroyed from it. Wait, hold on. Oh, my screen is covering that up. But yes, the cart is like a gnat stick away from being destroyed. In fact, I should probably go ahead and wrap this up quick because it does decay while you're outside the guild marker. So let me get a few more things of iron mines. See here. Yeah, so I think after this little section right here, I'll go back because if I stay here too long, then it will decay and break because it almost died from that fall. See. I am a tad upset because I was in the rankings in the first month and it doesn't look like I'm going to be in there this month just because of the stuff I'm doing. Doesn't really give a lot of activity points, sadly. Let's see. Like, I think I'm like 80-ish, but I was in the top 15 originally, and now I'm big sad. Let's see. Alright, yeah, we can go back now. If I stay here any longer, this cart's gonna get destroyed. Oh, fuck. I came down the wrong way. Wait, no I didn't. Awesome. There's a shortcut over here through the mountain range, but the issue is that you need to be very careful when going through there. You could also take the road, but I need to hurry but I see this could end up bad for me either way. But I'm gonna take my chances because it drains, and it drains very slowly. But I don't have that much health left to lose. All right, duck and weave, duck and weave. Oh, fuck. Ah. Ooh, okay, I think I'm about through this. No, that's just rude. Obscuring my vision on a narrow road that I could fall off of and die. That's just mean. Alright. Here's the road off, and then that is old iron balls. Alright. You made it through without incident. What did... Oh. God damn it, a horse charged. And hit you. That's my follower's name. I realize that my camera is blocking the thing. It was my first Dragon Border, and I like Dynasty Warriors. I'm like, okay, so go on you, but it only came out purple quality, not like a gold or orange, which is still phenomenal for me, but I don't know. I should probably change his name to something, because I feel like Guan Yu would be like at least gold tier, probably orange. I don't know. I mean, it works though, because he has polearm proficiency and then skills in axe weapons. So I'm like, all right, well, really good. Also, his skills. So he has a chance to go berserk, or he has a 30% chance to go berserk when hit with bladed weapons. Then he has a 30% chance to go berserk when hit with blunt weapons. So this bitch just has a 30% chance to go to berserk when hit, basically, like when fighting humans and not animals. If I could just add a 30% chance to go to berserk when hit by an animal, that'd be great. There used to be some asshole blocking the bridge, but his shit finally decayed. When there was, I don't know if I streamed it or not, but our allies, Jade Empire, built like a side bridge connecting to it, around it. It was very nice. They started to build a bridge all the way across, because their original base was like right over there, but they moved, so they didn't keep up with that. The battle, you won't lose your item to durability. What battle? Event. Nope. Nope. Also no. So what battle? I'm so confused. Oh no, there they are. There it is. CSTG. I'd read the name, but I don't think I would be able to. Nope, I can't read that other than CSTG. But yeah, friendly rivalry never hurt when you're, I don't know, in an alliance with 140 people and the opposing alliance has 2,200. You know, the never hurt. Yeah, I don't know how well that's gonna turn out, but hey. Alright. Looks like we got 20 minutes until server maintenance. Alright, get the fuck. Damn horse, okay. I hate that. Like, I'm actively running towards something. They're like, oh, I gotta run away. I better run in that direction. Like, no. Unless I am actively trying to capture something, in which case feel free. But no, if I'm on a horse and I'm just trying to go, don't bother me, bruh. It's just mean. Also, for those wondering, because this game does not make anything clear, this flag that I have on with my guild symbol, the way you do that is that you make flags in the tailor bench, and then you hold E, and you can make a flag motif. And then you hold E again, and you put the motif you made on the flag that is in the tailor bench. So it overrides the look, and I think it looks pretty sweet, not gonna lie. It's up a bit too high though, even though it was centered in the motive screen. It's gonna bother me now that I've realized it. Well, just don't look at it, it's fine. Son of a... Yeah. Pretzel, I'm gonna beat your ass, okay? This is not what anyone wants. Hold on. Yeah, oh, it's going through my liked songs. Let's take that off of my liked songs. I see now. I see why it's looping. Okay. I want to say that's fair, but I don't really know if it is. I never told it to play my liked songs. Alright. Here we go. I would edit past streams more, but the issue, right, is that I kind of can't. Well, I can't until it fully processes, which is like almost 24 hours later, depending on how long the stream is. And aside from my last couple streams, my usual streams are like pretty fucking chunky, right? So it's not very helpful. Like the first 24 hours are when you get kind of the biggest surge in views, right? So it's not very helpful that it only lets me do it 24 hours later. It's kind of trash, not gonna lie. Oh, wrong inventory. Open the... There we go. Alright, didn't get too much, but I got some. Those in there. Drive this up some so it's not in my way. That worked out flawlessly. Okay. There we go. Son of a bitch. Things keep getting stuck in my craft house. They'll come in, then they'll try to run away, then they'll get right here, then they'll run right here, then they'll get stuck right here, and they won't know what to do. It bothers me. Oh, that's a new one. Oh, probably because they don't get stuck right there. Or at least not stuck. Look at him go! Alright. Let's see. I can make almost 100 steel. Sounds good to me. Let me actually go ahead and pay for some boosts. Probably just a couple is all I could afford. I only have too much money. 1248, yeah, that sounds about right. Blessing. Damn, I don't think I could afford both boosts. Okay, hold on, let me go raid the Bandit place next to me real quick. Going back to what I said earlier about learning Chinese, there's some things I'm picking up and doing some guesswork with at this, right? Like when you tell someone to attack, they say sha, but when they attack themselves, they say sha wa. And I know that going on my, I don't know anything, but going on my earlier estimations, ba, I thought was you. So I'm wondering if sha wa means I'm going to attack, or something like that. That is my guess. That's my guesstimate. Of course, at that point, you're telling someone to attack, so why would they reply with attack? I mean, they could, but that'd just be an odd thing to reply with. I don't know. Whenever I try to learn languages, I start off really strong, and then I get some things wrong, and because I use like Udemy and stuff like that, so I'll get some things wrong when I go back over it, and it just turns my brain into mush. Oh, I thought this meant that. No, that means this. No, this means that. Like, God damn it. Okay, well, too much at once. Brain overload. Returning to mush. I know a little bit of a lot of languages, but when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. Like, I know merhaba is hello and goodbye in Turkish. That's all I really remember. I did learn Turkish for a bit. Oh wait, bey is a, like, you say someone's name and then bey, and that's the formal way to address them. So for example, to me you would say merhaba Drusyc bey as a formal greeting. That's all I remember. I know some Vietnamese. Yao Ban is hello friend. I actually learned a lot more Vietnamese than I did of any other language, but it's not coming to me at the moment, I'm gonna be honest. A nice song to have while we're attacking. Damn it. 156. Alright, so I shouldn't need to kill too many people here. Just enough to get my experience blessings. Excuse me. So, someone, a person in the Alliance told me that heavy armor and polearm doesn't work out too well because you always get interrupted, and that's true, but I also get interrupted with literally everything else, so I might as well get interrupted with a weapon that I like. Oh, hey, yes, let's just fool everyone. This sounds like the fun thing to do. Oh, let's go. What? Throwing rocks? Let me loot things first, okay? Oh, he's coming for me. Okay, that's fair. Why? Give me 2 seconds, okay? I'm trying to loot your friend's dead bodies. Be courteous enough to let me do that. Alright, let's see here. A lot of them in this small area. Good lord. Absolute destruction. Okay, I think that's all of them right there. Yeah, it is. Oh my lord. Dead bodies everywhere. Okay. That should be enough money, honestly. Let's see. Whatever you just said, I agree with completely. Let's see, how much money do I have? 2441. If I get a little bit more, I can go and do that proficiency one too. Well, no. Because for proficiency, I want to be doing things that I have proficiency points in as well. So for me, that would be the heavy armor and physique for the moment. Or command. I tried to show off command the other day, and it did not go well. I kept bumbling over my words. I ended up changing the title to something like Bumbling Oaf Botches showing strats or something like that, or Botches power leveling strats. Like, it was bad, but hey, people do not watch me for gameplay tips. People watch me to see someone fuck up giving gameplay tips. It's a very, what is it, slapstick humor kind of thing, but also a very cringe humor. Yes. Did I take my cart down here? Did I just ran. Okay, that's right. Yeah, if you run in heavy armor, that counts as, you know, spending stamina in heavy armor. Also counts as just spending stamina in general, so it works on both your physique and your heavy armor. So if you're trying to be a tanky person, running everywhere, very helpful. Also, I almost broke my green poleaxe. Very glad I did not. That would have been upsetting. Alright, so back to the craft house then. Get this experience boost and start getting me some steel ingots. I don't think I have quite enough to last for the full hour, but it's fine. Actually, come to think of it, it's about 10 minutes until maintenance, so probably even better that I don't have enough to last the full hour. If servers go down for maintenance and I end up losing the hour, I'm going to be upset, but I'm going to do this anyway. It's a nice little test. Stop flashing red. It's a PvE place. I don't need to set the fucking times. Let's see here. Blessing. Flare XP. Oh my lord. Okay, good to know. Good to know. That is ridiculous. Let's see. Use. Make 99 of this. There we go. Let's see how much experience I'm getting per. Alright, so it says an hour, but this is really only going to last about 13 minutes because that's when maintenance starts. So yeah, hopefully I can meet up with Fushi later today and set down the iron mining shaft so I can start getting a lot more iron more passively. What is that? Nice. Oh wait, I didn't even need to put it there. Alright, so 358 experience. I think I was thinking of proficiencies. The leveling up shows down there. Yeah, that's a decent amount of experience. Yeah, so 100 of those would put me close to a level up, but not quite. But yes, for those who just came in, what we're doing currently is rebuilding after our loss to CSTG, and when intermission comes during the maintenance, I'm going to be reassessing, well not reassessing, but communicating more clearly my guild's goals, because clearly that has not been communicated well. I let people do like whatever they want. Like, I'm not going to be demanding with their time because it's a fucking game. I've been in a position where people demanded every bit of my time from me, and it just wasn't fun. So, you know, when intermission comes on, I'm going to be talking about the guild's goals, but that, like, I'm not going to be demanding like every single thing someone does goes through these goals. They can still mostly do what they want, but it's important to know, because I had people asking me in my guild, like, hey, you know, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing this? We're over here struggling. And at the end of the day, it was something that I, you know, I said allowed them to do, and they took exception with that. And I understand, because that was probably bad wording. But like, it was something that they went off to do on their own, and I said, yeah, that's fine. Like, I didn't mind, but they went off to do their own thing. But the guild itself was still working on a main Like, it still had its own priorities that I wanted to push it toward. And so, yeah, during intermission, going to better define what those are, because it ended up, I was in an argument with my then advisor. We came to a conclusion that was peaceable, and then either way later in the night or early in the morning, something like that, I can't really remember, he decided that he wanted something else off the guild, which is perfectly fine. That's his decision, but if that's the stuff that's going to be happening, then clearly I need to be more clear, right, with what it is that we are doing, so that people aren't getting into it with one idea and then getting another thing entirely, right? It's also just very unfortunate. Like, there were times I was like, okay, well, I need help doing this on the PvE server. They're like, yeah, well, it's going to take an hour for me to get back. And I'm like, okay, well, I would take 5 minutes of your time if the game allowed me. But the cooldown is just unfortunate. So I started putting points into reducing the cooldown times and the guild skills. Sadly, I need to be a higher level before that can really go any higher. But yeah, at max it'll be 15 minutes off, so it'll go from an hour to 45 minutes, which still is not ideal, but it's better. A bit steep though. If you would you shut the fuck? See, they get stuck. What is this? Why? Why? What kind of like special horses are these? Like, go around. You can, there is a space right here. I showed you this earlier. There's a space right here. You go back around. Same way you came in, actually. Can I, like, should I just introduce someone into the special club? Because, like, should I just be like, one of us, one of us? Like, what is this? Alright, about another 8 minutes until server's down. We'll see how much experience we can get in that time. Yeah, another thing that I want to do is have one county at least. I don't want to be overly competitive and force my guys to, you know, take all the counties or whatever. But having one would be pretty nice. And I think, you know, the county that my base is situated in would be a good start. However, that's taken by CSTG, which their total alliance comes out to be 2,200 members. When we fought them, they only sent like 11-ish, but that's just how many they sent. I'm well aware of this. And a lot of their people honestly kind of weren't good, so I feel like they sent 2 people who knew what they were doing, and the rest that did not, and we still lost. Like, they sent 2 people to ensure victory, and then the rest of the people were people that they needed to get in to learn siege battles. And so they brought a small force on a PvE server against a smaller alliance. Is my thought process of what their thought process is. And I have learned that they stream snipe, or not necessarily stream snipe. I think they do though. There was one person who started throwing very bad words that were not allowed in the voice, or the VoIP, and yeah, that guild has less people now. I had to report that because I had to report, like, understand. Yeah, and it was on my stream, which I did not appreciate because that can get me in trouble. I mean, it was good for evidence, right? So on one hand, I'm glad that I caught it on stream because evidence. On another hand, I'm not, because I don't want it to negatively affect me. Like, I kept it there because, like, I pointed it out in the comments and, you know, said, hey, and submitted it as evidence. But yeah, I wanted to stay there because there's a portion where we're talking about it, and we don't want to, like, I didn't want anyone to look back on that like a week later and be like, oh, well, they're just saying things and falsely accusing them, right? I wanted what we were talking about to be evident, right? I didn't want it to look like false accusations are just being thrown around, because that's always sucks, right? And I wouldn't blame anyone for thinking that if they came in a week later after I had taken it out and but kept in the part where they were throwing things around. But yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about before I got off on that tangent. Oh yeah, so right before that happened, one of my Alliance members made a joke saying, man, I'm so salty, I should start throwing racial slurs, and he was just joking, he wasn't going to do it, but we were all like, no, don't do that. No, that's not something you're going to do. And then about the same time as the stream delay after, someone started throwing racial slurs, and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is not good. Yeah. That guild has less people. Whether they kicked people out for it because CSTG was the main thing that was searched, so I feel like CSTG did look up the video afterwards, which is perfectly fine by me. So whether they kicked people out for it or whether people got banned, no idea, but it looks like some action was taken, which is good, because the game can't be having that. I can't be having that when I'm on stream. All in all, it's just a bad situation. Alright, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I feel like CSTG gets a tad more hate than it deserves. I mean, I get it, because when they are literally just numbers, and the biggest thing is no one can communicate them because they are a largely Chinese-speaking guild, then it's hard, and you start to look at them as a, just a griefing guild. But at the end of the day, it's a gaming community, right? And they're just a large gaming community. Now, granted, there are a lot of exploits that come with pings on connecting to distant servers, but that does not mean that is inherently what is used, especially not intentionally, right? And so when people throw around accusations like that without real proof, I think there have been times when they've been caught before, but at the same time, it's a community with 2,200 members, man. Like, there's gonna be some people in there that are shitty and some people in there that are really cool, right? So I don't know. I want to learn more languages to appeal to a broader audience and to just communicate with people who play games more, right? Like, if CSTG is going to be really big on this server and there's nothing I can really do about that, I can at least try to communicate with them, you know what I mean? And say, hey, got a small guild going, whatnot, or I don't know, have some kind of dialogue, and especially tell them to not have their members throw racial slurs. But the fact that they went from like 100 to 70-ish in the guild on this server tells me that either action was taken or they took that very seriously, because there was someone who commented in that not last video, but the video before it, and when it's verified, did they say, anything racist or like a cursing, or was it just a general comment? And I pointed to the exact place. So I'm not sure if he was a part of it or if he was just searching of them. Obviously I can't tell, but they lost a lot of members after someone started throwing slurs. So I think that it's a good sign, probably, that things are being done one way or another. But yeah, another 30 seconds until server's down. And I'll talk about where I want my guild to go. The idea of learning another language always excites me, but then my brain always turns to mush. So we'll see how it goes. It's an idea, but don't put too much stock in it for now. Alright, technically the game should be going down now. Technically. I'd say an 1800 up there, which is my time, and it in my time should be 1800. I don't know, unless I just saw the notice wrong. Let me check. I think they posted it in the Discord. Let's see here. Okay, yes. Empires. Announcement. Yeah, they should have gone down a minute ago. Gotcha. Alright, so while we're waiting for the servers to go down so I can go to intermission, let me read off of these patch notes. Optimize the long time loading the game. Fix some issues related to NPC auto navigation function. Thank God. Fix the password authentication error for a few players logging into the game. Optimize the performance of Cheval de Free. I believe that's the spike barricade. Optimize the binding point of some buildings. Now you can remove the item listed from the fair in the county where it is listed. I feel like you could do that before. But okay. Oh, only in the county where it is listed. Okay, that's fair. Now each page will show 10 fairs. Now each page will show 10 fairs instead of 18. Fix some bugs related to the daily quest. Fix some bugs causing the notification too close to enemy building when placing a big animal pen. Now the crafting... wait, hold on. Optimize the riding position of elephant and rhino. Now the crafting materials for the wooden defensive wall, wooden gate, wooden gateway is increased by 3 times. Yikes. That hurts. Fix some bugs causing abnormal display of rebel in southwestern mountains. Fix some bugs causing some items floating in the air and abnormal displays in terrains. Fix the abnormal display of boundary markers durability. Now you don't need to assign a warrior to the watchtower, which can automatically shoot arrows, and its damage will increase according to your character's siege proficiency. Nice! Fix the situation where the weight of untamed warrior's cart won't be counted into the carrier weight. Nice. Adjusted the world level of all battle servers to level 20. Private server related. Fix the invalid multiplier setting for not against things refresh frequency. Alright, so a lot of decent fixes were made. A change or two in there. Especially looking forward to this what is it, the auto pathing fixing. Hopefully that works with ones that don't ones that don't apply to you either, because this right here, okay, you can see my mouse. Cool. This is annoying. I've had to kill so many animals because of it. Oh hey, that guy found its way out. Well, look at you. Well, that girl, rather. Look at you. You go. Alright, can we go to downtime now? Because it's supposed to last for 30 minutes. And I don't want to prematurely start intermission that's going to last 30 minutes and then come down to a server that's still down. Or come back to a server that's still down. I mean, I'm glad that I'm getting more experience and whatnot, but still, like, it was... I would rather have intermission when the servers are down and come back when the servers are back up. So if you could bring them down now, that'd be great. Yeah. Until then, yeah. As I was saying earlier, CSTG I think gets too much flack. One of the biggest issues it has is that it's almost too large. You can't moderate a 2,200 person guild by yourself, and even with other people. It's because I imagine they do have other people managing things. It's just hard, right? You can't watch every little thing that someone does. You can't watch every little exploit that someone does. Like, you can't watch out for those things 24/7 and have fun playing a game. So, I think that they get more flack than they deserve. Of course, I don't know too much about them. That's just my thought. Really? You got free 5 seconds ago, and now you're running back in. But okay. Anyway, yeah. So if I could communicate with them and try to have some friendly dialogue that's not just people yelling at each other in languages no one, like the other person, doesn't understand that much of, then that would be a lot better, probably. There's also a thing that people ask when they're like, okay, well, why don't they play on their own servers? And CSTG is largely Chinese, but to my understanding, they're also European, American. There we go. If I'm not mistaken, they have more people in there than just Chinese, but it's the majority of it is, I think. All right, so there we go. Yeah. So let me turn off this music for a second, so it's not distracting me. Where's the pause button? There's the pause button. Okay. So, about the guild stuffs, I'm gonna go over what happened with which I'm not trying to tear anyone down or anything. I'm just explaining what happened so that people know why I have to do this on intermission. So, there was an issue where I had asked some people, hey, you know, I need help with this stuff on the PvE server, and then no one would help. And then at one point I was like, okay, well, I'm going to start telling people if no one volunteers, I'm not going to take up too much of your time, I'm going to take up the minimum. And then I was like, okay, I need help doing this, and I just gave a random small task that needed to be done that wouldn't take up too much of their time. I think it was like completing the torture room or something like that. And then one of them said, well, I helped you yesterday. This person wasn't here yesterday. So I think he can come. Like, that is a good point. So I told him to come. And then he was like, well, I don't think that task is very important. I think that it's more important that we focus on this server. And I respect his opinion, but at the same time, like, I needed help. So, I ended up leaving that, well, not leaving, but like getting out of the VC, and then later on telling them, all right, well, if I need help, someone's going to help me because I can't be doing this all alone. And I basically explained that if I give you a small task, it's not that that's the only small task I need done around here. It's just that I'm giving you something that won't take up too much of your time so that I can go and work on the more important things, right? Like, the entire reason why I'm giving you this task is because there are more important things that needs to be done, and I want to do them so that I can eventually get to actually playing the game. Right? Because currently all of my time in the game is getting these tasks done. And so I posted that, then I went into the Alliance Leader chat and asked the Alliance, and I posted what I posted, and I sent them what I posted in my Discord so that they would know why I'm asking. I forgot that he was in that Discord, and he took that as a joke rather than I was asking for help. And so he got very angry, and we had a conversation, we went back and forth, and it ultimately ended peacefully, I would say. We came to an understanding, but then some hours later he decided that he wanted something else, wanted to join another guild. That's perfectly fine. And then I talked to another member of my guild, and what was it? Oh yeah, he said that his issue was that I said I allowed them to go over to the PvP server. So to him it sounded like I was with an iron fist saying, oh yes, you can play your game person who's playing a game. Which, I mean, yes and no. Like, I'm not gonna tell someone to not play a game, but there are a lot of guild leaders that do that. Ultimately, anything that goes on in a guild is the guild leader's decision, and it could have easily been my decision to say you could do that, but it won't be with this guild. But I don't want to do that because A, I like the guy, he's cool, and B, I don't want to be that kind of guild leader, right? I don't want to kick people out because they're not doing exactly what I want to do. I want people to have their free time. I just also want people to help me so that I have free time as well, right? And after that, someone came in, and or not came in, but another person from the guild said that he thinks that we should focus, that we should either be on the PvP server or the PvE server, and that we should really nail down what we have. And it's not that I disagree, it's just that that's what the guild has been doing. But so many people in the guild wanted to go to the PvP server, which was perfectly fine, and did their own thing, and it became so many active people that I guess it got lost in translation a bit, and people thought that that was the actual, like, that's where the guild was at this moment. And while that is what I want to be eventually, having like dedicated stuff on the PvE and PvP server, I don't think it's where my guild is right now, right? So right now, the guild will be, well, the guild's goal is mostly to get the stuff on the PvE server done so that we can recruit more people, so that we can supply PvP bases. And really, if we just need a place to grind that isn't under heavy attack 24/7, then we have that. Also, both PvP bases that people have set up have gotten absolutely fucked. So, this one can't. So it's a nice, safe place to go if a PvP base just got destroyed or something, and you need to grind, or you need to do this, or you need to get this. So as far as the guild's goals go, it is currently on the PvE server. That is the main goal, to lift this up. There are side goals I want to do, and there are main goals I want to do after this. Like I said, I'll eventually want to dedicate a PvP server for the goal as well, but we just don't have the people, right, for both the PvP and PvE in order to man it. Or at least not in a dedicated sense. So that's where I want to go, and I think a good marker, right? We'll see how well CSTG would respond to this, but I want at least one county. And I think that the PvE server that we're on is a good county to be, because aside from the CSTG's residual presence there, my alliance is the largest alliance on that server. And when I say residual, I mean residual. CSTG is spread across multiple servers, so they don't have very large presence in here. I don't think they have too much of a presence in any of them, but they do still have a presence. The issue is that I don't know if people can really switch that much, right? If people can be like, okay, well, in 10 hours, this person's having a county battle on this server, so okay, well, 500 people are going to switch over. I don't think that they could reasonably do that. Perhaps. That being said, possibly. I want to say that there's a maximum in the county battle, but I don't know. And if that's the case, then we also need to work on getting our members to the point where we can fill that maximum, right? Which isn't just getting members, it's getting active members. Because right now there's a lot of people who haven't logged on in a long time, but I don't want to label them as inactive right now, because the game literally just came out like 2 weeks ago. Just because I've been no-lifing the shit out of it doesn't mean that everyone else has to, right? People can play a game and then come back to it a week or two later. Like, it's fine. But yeah, but I am at least keeping an eye on them. But I do need more people who I know are going to be active, I know are going to be able to, raise their stats and whatnot. I think, honestly, everyone in the Alliance needs those. I think Jade Empire has the highest, like, activity rating out of all their members. if I were to go over it, because a good portion of my members just aren't, right? They haven't been in a while. Um, that either something's come up or they intend to play or whatever. They just haven't been, and that's fine. For them, that's fine for me. Uh, but Jade Empire, the majority of the people that I know have been on, right? I think they have Cyan Pepper, who's almost, well, I don't want to say almost always on, but he's on a good portion of the time. They have Q-Tip, they have Crimson, they have, I forget who it is in the Discord with this name, but Bang Dungalo or something like that. Off the top of my head, that's 4 members out of their 7. So over half of their guild, off the top of my head, is active a good amount of the time. Whereas mine, I don't think it's even half. um, so yeah, I need more members that are gonna be active if I want to take on CSTG, but also I need higher stats. There were people who could fucking annihilate me in that battle. There were people who couldn't fight, who just had high stats and wiped the floor with us, right? Like there was a dude who I think Cyan Pepper, I think it was, ran in with a couch lance that was blue quality and was steel, and he hit them for like 50. A couch lance, if you guys don't know, is when a horse is riding with its lance like this. It's basically like jousting, is the sport version of 2 people trying to couch lance each other, right? So yeah, a couch lance generally is the highest amount of damage you're ever going to get on something in any game, because it should be. It's a horse running full speed, like impaling you with the end of a spear. So yeah, it should be the highest damage anyone should be able to do, and that guy tanked it for 50 damage, and that is something that I want to be able to do. And so I've been focusing on raising my physique and my heavy armor. Which, like I said earlier, I don't know if that's something I really want to stream, because if I do that, I mean, people are just going to see me running back and forth with my inventory encumbered as hell. Right? No, there's grinding, and then there's watching someone running back and forth. Oh, sorry. And I don't know if that's something anyone wants to see. I mean, I'll do it. Don't get me wrong. I feel like that would be fun for me. And maybe other people want to watch numbers go up higher and higher. But I don't think I would dedicate a stream to that, right? So yeah, currently what I would say the guild goal is, no one is forced to do this, but just so that everyone is on the same page as to what the actual dedicated goal is, what I'm going to be dedicating resources toward, and what I want, and what probably a decent portion of our members are going to be dedicating resources toward is building up the PvE base, finishing it, for one, getting more resources, hopefully recruiting more people. And yeah, really just, I want it to be PvX, and I do want to go to a PvP server at one point. But in order to have a good PvP standing right now, I feel like we need to focus on the PvE base. If other people want to go and do something else, that's fine. But any help that they get will be when they can get it, right? It's not going to be a dedicated thing, because that's not what we're going to be dedicated towards at the moment. So hopefully I explained that well, or at least better than I did when I was in the Discord. So yeah. Beyond that, I'm probably going to be focusing more on guild skills and guild tech at the moment, because honestly, with the stuff I'm going to be working on, I'm not going to be building that many activity points. Like I said, I'm not going to, like last month I was in the rankings. This month I am not. going to be, just because of what I'm working on doesn't give activity points for it. And so I'm not expecting to get that much guild tech. What I do want to do though is focus on guild skills, because guild skills, when you start leveling them up, are very cheap. They become more expensive later on, but starting out they're very cheap, and they give you really good bonuses. So I think I'm gonna do that. That's probably also something that CSTG had, right? When they uh when they had people who um could one and two shot you with, I think it was a pole arm. They probably had a lot of pole arm proficiency guild skill. Then when you had people who took a couch lance for 50 damage, that was a really high quality lance made of steel. Um, they probably had a lot of heavy armor proficiency in their guild skill. So, I mean, yeah, it's so I think right now, I think that is the goal. And then after that, we can really heavily focus on PvP. And if anyone else goes to PvP at this point, it would probably, like, they can build a base and do whatever, but I would rather them, well, I would want them to scout out the place, basically. So yeah, that is basically it. Hopefully I said this a lot better than I did in the Discord last time, because people did not take kindly to the way I worded that. Oof. Major oof. But yeah, and now we just wait for the server to come back up. Came down a few minutes late. Should expect it to be up a few minutes late. So yeah, how's everyone's day been? Mine, like I said earlier, has been good. I had a Wendy's. Happy because Wendy's. They had. I don't want to give too much promotion for free, but I'm happy because they had this thing when they're like, oh hey, you can get a free 10-piece spiced chicken nugget for the if you order any size fried. I'm like, bet. I'm hungry. I'm hungry and I want nuggets. That sounds good to me. Junior fry. There we go. But yeah. Other than that, I woke up at about. Well, originally I woke up at 11. It's fucking dog. My neighbor got a dog, is watching a dog, something. I don't know. But it's very aggressive. And like, it doesn't just bark, but it has that aggressive bark. You know what I mean? Like the "do not come near me or I'll chew your fucking face off" bark. That's what's been going on outside literally all day. So if you've been hearing it, sorry. I wish I could do something about it, but I cannot. It is not my dog. Uh, the person who is the landlord here is not the landlord there, and just can't really do much to help out in the situation. But hopefully it's just there temporarily so I can get some fucking sleep. Because originally I went to bed at like 6-ish. I woke up at 10, okay? At 10 a.m. and I went to bed at 6 a.m. There's stuff I had to do. So when I finally passed out, I'm like, alright, I'm probably gonna wake up at around 1 or 2, and I woke up at like 11. I'm like, fuck. Normally, fine. That would be a nice amount of time. But I went to bed at 6 after waking up at 10. So no, it is not a good enough amount of time. This dog needs to shut the fuck up. And I went back to bed and I woke up a couple times more after that. Finally got up at around 3. And I'm like, okay, this is fine. I'm okay with this. The thumbnail for today I made yesterday. I'm liking how my thumbnails are coming out. I'm starting to put more. I'm not sure if it's easily visible or not, but I'm starting to put more thought into them. Uh, like as far as especially alignment, I spent probably about a good 30 minutes just deciding where the words on the thumbnail would go. right? So I'm really proud about how that turned out. But yeah, currently, I think we're still a good 15 minutes away from the server coming back up. So how's everyone else's day? Have you guys been able to play this game? And how's your experience with your guilds going? Because I know I love mine. There was a bit of a miscommunication there for a second, but hopefully I settled that earlier. Hopefully I expressed where things are going properly and not, uh, you know, said things wrong. Oh, also, I mentioned this earlier, but I just kind of breezed past it. That guy's flag on the main screen. Hold on. That guy's flag on the main screen reminded me of it. So, uh, usually, when you make a flag, it has like a default sort of, like standard on it. But if you make, or if you hold E, then you'll see settings that say flag motif, and then like put flag or put motif on flag or something like that. So you can design a flag motif and then make a flag, put it in the tailor bench, and then put that motif on the flag, which is a really cool feature. I wish the game had told me earlier. Yeah, if you have like any specific design that already exists, like for example my guild emblem, you would have to redesign it. You can't just get it from somewhere else, which is sad. But I mean, it works perfectly fine. Uh, it again, sad it didn't tell me that. There's so many things in this game where it's just like if you told me I could have done this, then I think we would have been a lot better off. But no, no, the game doesn't like doing that. But I mean, it works. I know that a lot of people look at games like this and are like, oh, well, I don't want it to be handholdy. But here's the thing. The game tells you what to do. It just doesn't tell you how to do it, right? So the game will tell you, okay, well, do this, do that, like make this thing, go kill these people. The game is still telling you what to do. It's just not telling you how to do it, which should be the opposite. It should tell you how to do things when you want to do things, but not tell you what to do, right? Like, or allude to saying, "Hey, yeah, you can do this." Like, if you're making a flag, great, cool. Just so you know, we have another setting where you can, put your own motif on the flag or whatnot. This game could really use a section. One second. This game could really use a section. Like, it could go official server, tutorial, custom server, create server, or perhaps tutorial right here, or tutorial down here, something. Honestly, if I could not be lazy, I wouldn't mind designing it. Not coding it, but saying, okay, well, here's the first thing the person should see, here's the basics, and here's how to get those across. Right? That sort of thing. I mean, it might be garbage because I've never designed a tutorial before, but I think a garbage tutorial could do slightly better than no tutorial, right? And just telling people what to do without telling them how. I think that might be a tad better. But yeah, the game should be up, or the server should be back up at about. Uh, this is hard. I'm gonna be honest, because I don't know exactly when it went down. I usually go off of my this is how long you've been live thing. It was supposed to, like, if it went down when it should have, it would be up in 2 minutes, but it didn't. I think it was about 5 minutes after, so about 7-ish minutes. Um, but yeah, it was a little late. Not gonna lie, someone took a little bit of a nap. Set their alarm. They hit snooze on accident. Uh, and then they did it again. And then they finally got up and was like, wait a fucking minute. I need to be taking this server down. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it worked for some people, right? Because I know there's a lot of shitty situations you can get yourself in. Hi. Oh, hey. Hello, hello. Hello and welcome. I was actually just saying earlier, I kind of want to learn Chinese at some point so I can actually interact with more people who play this game. Because I feel like the Chinese guilds kind of get a bad rap, mostly because you can't really communicate them or with them because we kind of speak two different languages. So people just kind of come to the worst possible conclusions. Where is the OWA? That is a good question. Ooh, I don't know. Um, you'll have to ask. Oh wait, hold on. Are you referring to my shirt? Officially not the worst thing ever. It's a shirt that I got for me and a close friend of mine. It's a reference to a show. They had a song called "Maybe You're Not the Worst Thing Ever." So, uh, got me and her one of these. But yeah, how's your day been? I don't know how to refer to you because I can't read that, so I apologize. But how's your day been? Have you been enjoying this game? I have. I've had a little bit of miscommunication with some people, but they're pretty cool people. They're nice. Yeah, it goes down at a convenient time. I'm gonna be honest because this is kind of when I schedule my intermission anyway. So the server goes down and up at rather convenient times, mostly until they're like, okay, well we're gonna do an extended maintenance. Shit. Okay, well we're gonna what is it? Okay, we need an emergency maintenance. Very fair. Fix what you need to do. That is very emergent. But shit. Shitty situation. Yeah, I hope you've been having a good day, man. Let's see. Server should be back up. I don't know why I did this. I have no watch. Like, I wasn't trying to make a, like, joke when people were like, oh my god, this is taking so long. Like, I legitimately looked down like this as if I was going to check something, but no, there's nothing there. Like, there's nothing here either. If you guys haven't been able to tell, there's not much here either. There's more here than what's right here, but there's still not much up here. Alright, I think the server should... Nope, nope, not custom server. Back. I think the server should be up. No? No. Okay, not quite yet. But yeah, I need to breathe. I talk too fast for myself sometimes. In fact, I talk too slow for my fast a lot of the time, I'm gonna be honest. Uh, Most of the time I can understand what I'm saying, but I still don't leave myself enough time to take a breath, which could be a bit of an issue. But yeah, uh, see, but the issue is when I take a breath and I breathe, I stop, my mind forgets everything it was about to say. Like it's a train that needed to keep going, and the moment it stopped, it's like, wait, what road were we on? You're on the same tracks. Do you really need to ask that? Yes. Yes, because I could have gone back. There's nothing stopping me, or technically I could have gone off of these rails. So, yes, I need to know. But it happens. Alright, server's back up yet? No. Sad day. Okay. There was something else I wanted to say though. I can't think of what. Uh, what was it? I could probably actually, while I'm doing this, while I'm waiting, I can check Udemy, see if there's any good Chinese courses. Because I do want to learn. Udemy. Am I logged in right now? Yes, okay. Chinese language for beginners. Mandarin Chinese SHK1 through SHK3. The letters mean almost nothing to me because I don't know what that means, but I understand the difference between 1 and 3. That I understand. Let's see. Preview this course.
Hello, I'm Xiao.
大家好，我叫小波，我们一起做了这个课程。
If you want to learn Chinese, we believe our course is the best choice for you. Why? We use
Okay. Highly rated course. I can understand the instructors. Sounds good to me. And then frequently bought with this other one. Sure, why not? I'll give you Jimmy more of my money. I've given them so much anyway. Although I do actually go to my courses that I buy, unlike a lot of people. So that's something. All right. So welcome to anyone who just came in. While I'm waiting for the servers to be back up, I mentioned earlier that I do want to learn Chinese, just to be able to communicate better with people in this game. And so I'm currently on Udemy while I wait for the servers to get some more, or not more, but to get some courses. There we go. All right, let's go here. Proceed. I'm unsure how they're getting away with $0 tax. I'm fairly certain that that's not a thing you can do anymore. But hey, I'll just do this. Yeah. Maybe if I could type properly. All right. It's this one. Yes. All right. So I have purchased 2 Chinese courses. Fantastic. I will look back at these later. Is the server back up now? You know what? New idea. I will look at these now. Chinese language for beginners. Mandarin Chinese SHK1 to SHK3. Start course.
Before we get started, let me just tell you how to use the course to get best results. Please don't skip this video, it's very short and also very important. The most important about learning a language is being active.
Hold on.
Don't
I don't know. I feel bad about putting the audio of a course I bought in something that people are watching for free. I think it's better if I go to this later because it's just, I don't know. I would feel shitty paying for something and then streaming it for everyone to get, if that makes sense. Let's see. Fresh. Damn, they're taking a bit longer than usual. I don't know. They were late bringing the servers down. Maybe they finished all they needed to do and then kind of forgot to bring them back up. Maybe while they were patching, they found a critical bug. But that does remind me, I'm actually gonna have to quit the game in order to install a patch when it gets here. Minimize that. Steam. My phone keeps going off. What my phone often does is that, like, it'll wait hours and then just send me all of my notifications for the day at once, and it's very infuriating. Alright, and so downloads. Oh, yeah, there was an update. Okay. Alright, cool. So That's only about 416 megs. Should be done fairly shortly, and then around a 5-ish gigabyte patch. So in the meantime, I don't know. I kind of want it to go through the Chinese course a bit, but like I said, it just seems shitty to me, right? To pay for something and then immediately be like, all right, here's some stuff for you guys for free, like that. That's not nice. So yeah. Let's see. What does my phone want? It keeps bothering me. Okay. Okay. Some stuff I'll check later. Fantastic. But yeah, I know a little bit of China, and I mean a little bit. Like, I know that ni hao is hello, and I believe it also means goodbye, same way as aloha and marhaba mean it in their respective languages. I think ba is either you, like you, or a like a what is it? Formal word. There we go. Like when you address someone in Turkish, you say marhaba, name, bey, and bey is the formal. But I'm not entirely sure. And then, like I said earlier, I played a little bit of Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13, and I changed the language from Japanese to Chinese because I was like, all right, well, there's no English option, and if I'm going to be hearing in another language, I might as well be hearing in a language that actually makes sense for the game, because the game was about a Chinese period of time, right? So went ahead and switched to Chinese, and there was a phrase that kept popping up that said "3G something like that. I probably butchered the hell out of it. If I did, I apologize. But at one point, that actually comes up in a cutscene, and the cutscene has subtitles that says "Leave it to me." So that's probably a loose translation, but like I get the gist of it at least. And so when I was against CSTG, I would say that in a very butchered fashion, most likely. But I would say that, and they did not like it. I figured out if you speak, if you yell in Chinese, the Chinese CSTG, or at least the people I was fighting in CSTG did not they'll come after you, which is, I mean, fine by me. I'm not really that great at this game at this point, and other people are. So if you want to focus your attention on me, that's okay. I'll take it. Take all of the attention. I will be best tank. Listen. But yeah, I want to learn Chinese so I can actually communicate with them, hopefully. At least in some small level. In order for me to be fluent, I'd have to learn it for years, most likely, and that's probably not something that I have access to at this point. Alright, so the game is done downloading. So let's see if it wants to load. That is what we will be seeing. There we go. It's at the splash screen and now it's loading. Cool. Hopefully the servers are actually back up though. Oh hey, when I first opened it up, the bulletin was broke, but now it's not. By the way, December 2nd. December 2nd. My favorite day of the month. The 2nd. Alright. Well, fuck. The patch already went through. Okay, there we go. Very confused. Sometimes it just takes a while to connect, but when it's not actually connected, it says under maintenance. And when something is actually under maintenance, that confuses the fuck out of me. Alright, so let's get back to this preparation. I probably don't have my buff anymore. I don't know. Maybe the server actually paused and I still have it. We'll see how things go. Damn, I want to be in another county battle, but I don't want to spend the money for it. And I don't really want to dedicate resources to it either. I just want to have an instance battle with some practice. Although it does play kind of like Conqueror's Blade, except Conqueror's Blade has more polished combat. Son of a bitch. Yeah, also I've learned, and this kind of bothers me. So you have 8 directional combat, but the blocking works in quadrants. Why? At that point, you don't have 8 directional combat. You have 4 directional combat with a bit of variation on how to strike, like on like a bit of variation on the animations, right? So you don't really have a combat system. Yeah, it's still down apparently. You don't really have a combat system where you can attack in 8 directions. You have a combat system where you can attack in 4, but you have 2 different animations for each direction. But even if you do that, then if you're attacking in if you're blocking in quadrants, then that means that if you're attacking from this direction, you could block from the top and the side. If you're blocking from here, you can block from the top and the other side. So really, if you're blocking, if what I heard was true at least, I suck at parrying. So I'm like just in general. So I'm not really a good test for this. But if you attack from this way, then the other person can block in 2 ways. Pretty much every single direction you can attack. Unless you're attacking straight on, then they can only attack one way. But at that point, they're probably going to block in one direction anyway, right? So, I mean, it sort of makes sense because they had an option for 4-way combat. And I was wondering how that makes sense because either the 4-directional combat is going to be a lot weaker than the 8-directional because you wouldn't be able to block, or the 8-directional is going to be useless and the 4-directional will be the way to go because, I mean, you would just be attacking in areas that have a higher percent or an easier chance to block than others almost the entire time. So, yeah, it looks like 4-directional is the strat because it blocks in quadrants. So even if someone's attacking right here, you have 2 directions you can block in. Although if it were 8-directional, you could also block in that direction, but like why would you? Right? If like in 8-direction too, another issue with this is that it's harder to get like your stuff registered properly because if I want to do something diagonally, and then one of 2 things is going to happen. Either that's going to be very easy and I just move my mouse like this or like this, or that's going to be very hard because I have to do it perfectly. Otherwise, it would just register sideways and up. Conversely, if I wanted to do something sideways and up, then that could either be really easy because it's looking for a perfect slant for diagonal, or it's going to be very hard because if I move at all up while I move to the side, then it's going to go diagonal anyway. And it looks like that's what it's doing. So it's very hard to get a clean strikes where you want it in an 8-directional combat system. Like it's possible, and it could probably work better with more polish, but right now I just don't think that that's good, right? Actually, that's how I have it set. So let me actually go to my settings. Where even is it? Controls? Controls. In classic mode, when you choose one-handed, two-handed, polearm, blade, holding left mouse button, ready to attack. No, hold left mouse button, ready to attack. Hold right mouse button to block. Attack to block immediately. What? Release the right mouse button, and your stat will turn back ready to I don't understand what that's telling me. Okay. Is that just their way of saying... I don't see anything about four-directional combat here. But I'm confused as to what they're trying to tell me here. Okay, I will look at that later. I'll try to reconnect right now. Refresh. Oh, there we go. Didn't even have to do that. Connect. Hopefully it actually connects. But yeah, I think learning Chinese would be very helpful so I can speak to the people of China and or the people of Hong Kong based YouTube. By the way, for those who might not have heard me earlier or weren't here earlier when I said it, rather, when like my county battle with CSTG by far has the highest number of views than anything I've ever done. So yeah, I checked it, looked at the top geographies. On there was China and Hong Kong. They were listed separately. Okay, based YouTube says free Hong Kong. That is what I get from that, and I support it. Let's go. But yes, that may be. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting a very subtle. uh, I don't even want to call it a mention. It was too subtle, but noticeable at the same time. Yeah. Top geography is in that one where I think 13% United States, 9% China, 8% Hong Kong. I think 2% Portugal. Can't really remember. I can check it right now. But yeah, for anyone interested, YouTube Analytics does not understand what it's doing half the time. Like, it understands, but it will not give you the proper information to understand because either it's buggy or it is intentionally obtuse. So YouTube Studio. While we wait, I go here, then here, and then here, and then I go here. Alright, so if I go to audience here, it tells me the top geographies. Oh, Singapore, sorry. United States is 18.5%, China is 9.9%, Hong Kong is 7%, Japan is 5.8%, and Singapore is 3.2%. No idea how I got Portugal from Singapore. That is on me. But yeah, you'll notice this doesn't come out to 100%. Nowhere near. And that is because nothing adds up in the analytics. If anyone ever wants to go to YouTube, do not expect these to make sense. Just try to make the most sense out of them as you can. That is your best bet. But yeah, 90% of the people found this from a YouTube search, and out of the YouTube search, 53.6% of people were looking up CSTG. Whether that means that they're scouting CSTG, or if CSTG was like, what's this bitch streaming us for? Can we learn anything? Either way, I'm all good. It works with me. It helps. I'm all for it. Let's see. Alright, so let's close this. Minimize this. Is the server to a point at which I can connect to it? Now that one was a joke. Okay, so it looks like the answer is going to be no. Yeah. Have they said anything in the Discord? Let me see. No. No, just disconnected from server. Is anyone talking about it in the Discord? There's another question. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, okay, so the servers just aren't up yet. And it's been more than the 30 minutes since they said it would be. On decision. They're probably looking over it, making sure that everything is kosher. Okay. Let's see, open. Wait, no, not that. That's not what I needed open. That's what I needed open. Now, try again. I may just have to end the stream if it doesn't come back up soon. And like I usually stream for 2 hours. Maintenance has lasted almost an hour. It was supposed to be 30 minutes, well, not almost an hour, but it went down a bit late. And now it's lasting until almost 2 hours. Yes, let me check Discord and double check what the announcement said. Announcements. Oh, this was for 1 hour. Okay. That's on me. That's on me. I misread. Although the original time, if I recall correctly, was 30 minutes. They probably, when they made the announcement, changed it, or I misread because I am an airhead. Okay. Well, that's fair. Well, anyway. I have no desire to hold people here longer than they need to be. So, thank you all for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully, at some point, I could sort of understand and talk to more people. But, yeah. Thank you guys. I hope to see you all again. If you're watching post stream, you should, after some time, see videos of recommendations of other things to watch. And until then, I will see you guys next time. Thanks.